what's going on, everybody? This is Ace and I'm back with another reaction video. Here we go. So after reacting to Michael and the post-MJ Jacksons, we may as well keep this Jackson family train moving along with 3T. Hell, maybe I'll squeeze in some LaToya and Randy and the Gypsies at some point, but right now we're going to do Anything by 3T. Now, according to Wikipedia, this song is from their album Brotherhood. It was released in 1995. This was the album's first single. So yeah, let's get into it and see what this is going to be about.
I'll give you love, the things you want. Ooh, I would do anything for you. I would do anything for you. I would do anything, girl, anything for you. Lonely night, wish you were here so I could hold you tight. Pain in my heart because I'm all alone. Why did you leave? Why did your love have to go? When I would do anything for you, I would. Thinking of ways that I can win your heart, but I'm so confused, I don't know where to start. Visions of love forever in my mind. I wait for the day when I could say that love's mine. 'Cause I would do anything for you, yes I would. I'll give you love, I'll give you love, the things you want, baby, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. I would do anything for you. I would do anything for you. I would do anything, girl, anything for you.
All right, let's pause for a minute. All right, so they sound very much like Michael. I mean, very, very, very much like him. That said, I like the acapella opening. The sync on their voices is very tight and well executed. So yeah, so far so good. Let's keep going.
What can I do to prove I need your love? What will it take? Because I won't give up. Open your heart and let your feelings show. 'Cause deep down inside my heart just won't let you go. Girl, I would do anything for you. Yes, I would. I'll give you love, I'll give you love, the things you want, baby, there's nothing
anything, let me get into what I think the song is about. So the song is them professing to or trying to prove their sincerity to some girl who left while simultaneously pleading for her to come back. You know, it's very desperate and beseeching, but seemingly heartfelt. The feel of anything is very solemn and overcast, so much so that it becomes a tad dark, but it's largely warm and calming to the ear. The song does a good job of meshing smooth middle 90s urban quiet storm music with like a general adult contemporary and easy listening sound, all while still managing to keep it youthful. It's like a young person's take on MOR. This came out in the heartbeat before the Timbaland sound emerged and has that polished mid-90s sound all over it. It feels very 1995 Babyface adjacent. The song has a nice arrangement, those full drums knock, and it actually has quite a bit of bump for a ballad. The swirling string-like synthesizers give the song a nice and soothing ambiance. The electric piano was nicely played throughout, and I like how it occasionally replicates the melody line. While the "I'll do anything for you" pronouncement here is a bit melodramatic, lyrically it's very impassioned and emphatic in its delivery, so much so that it deflects from some of the triteness of the premise. The chorus soars and has an agile melody that's complementary. I like how there's two halves of the chorus. The first half provides enough lyrical meat that it keeps the more repetitive second half from becoming overwhelming in its repetition. They sound like Michael, all three of them, separately and in harmony. If you didn't know any better, you might think it was him. That being said, vocally it's very careful. Their harmonizing is very tight. I can tell they went out of their way to ensure that every note was executed with precision. Again, I like the opening a cappella. I think this song could be added to the pile with En Vogue's Hold On and Whitney's I Will Always Love You. So the video is very, very 90s. The mood, the ambiance, the dramatic sequencing, plus I don't see no T in tight pants. They all look like they were plucked from the set of Clueless or Party of Five. The cinematography is good. I like the close-up scenes of the rain. They all do a pretty good job acting, but the first brother with the blonde hair thrives the most, both on the song and in the video. His acting performance came off as the most believable. He must be the oldest because he gives off more of a leader vibe than the other two. I will say that the model isn't that convincing in her drama, or perhaps it's because we don't know exactly why she's leaving. Is it because the relationship's soured? Is she running off to catch the bus to make that Calvin Klein audition? The video doesn't really explain what's fueling the split. Another thing the video doesn't explain is which T she's leaving. They all seem to be singing about her. So I would give the song a letter grade of a B+. While the song isn't especially stirring, it rises pretty decently, has a sufficient payoff, and is a solid effort overall. The production feels sturdy, for lack of a better word, and it's nicely assembled. Despite its being a bit histrionic and having somewhat of an opaque hue, it has a generally mild and pleasant atmosphere and comes off as earnest. Vocally, I do think that they sound a little too much like Michael, so much so that the song creates a conflict for me as a listener. On one hand, I'm charmed by the influence, how the talent filtered through from one generation to the next, and I understand how it would be nearly impossible to be related to him and not to absorb some of his vibe. On the other hand, still, it's just a little too much of an impersonation to the point where I want to ding it for lack of originality. If you're a Jackson Family fan, however, you will undoubtedly be charmed by this song and seeing the next generation following in the path of the first. So I would give the video a letter grade of an A-. I love the aesthetic of the video. Furthermore, I think it does a good job of playing on the premise of the song and largely complements it. We see her leaving, running away basically, so she's done. We see how lost they are without her. However, the video again is vague because it just doesn't explain which T she was with. It seems like she might have been in all of their bedrooms at some point. Again, the style and ambiance of it just screams mid-90s Gen X youth. Overall, it was very nicely shot. It's kind of sad that music videos these days don't have that same cinematic ambiance to them now. So the overall grade for everything would be a B+. I definitely think that this is iPod and playlist worthy, but how do you feel about it? How do you feel about anything by 3T? Leave me some comments, like and subscribe, and until next time, peace.